Hi, my name is Carol Coots, and I teach music for young children in Bedford, Nova Scotia. I did my MYC training with Francis Belotis in Dartmouth quite a few years ago. This year is my 40th year teaching. I've taught in 8 studios in the Halifax area, and I absolutely love teaching this program. MYC has been a constant in my life, a comfort, and a socially interactive bright light throughout the years. As teachers, we get to lead our classes by following the set of guidelines and maps, all while maintaining our own autonomy. I cannot think of a better job. I've been a teacher for as long as I can remember, and I have always been surrounded by amazing mentors. The most beautiful thing that I see teachers do is to share their passion. MYC fosters teachers to grow and to explore, and to do so with joy. Teachers who embrace their personal passion make the best teachers. Personally, from the very beginning of my teaching career, my passion has been class engagement. From busker-type presentation of MYC first-level classes to captivating activities and games, I have lived for creating these moments for my MYC families. I got so excited planning my lessons, and I still do. All of these parts of the MYC puzzle, following our passions, having the control of how we teach, and the vast experience of the teachers all around us, gives us the power to create the best classes available. This kind of teaching leads to superior class engagement.
Engagement is what inspires me and drives me to keep teaching the Music for Young Children program. We need to inspire the student and we need to inspire the parent. But here's the thing, when we inspire the student, we also inspire the parent, and vice versa.
People of all ages are most engaged when they have an emotional response to a situation. A positive one to a positive connection, a negative one makes a negative connection. In order to engage our students and their parents, we need to tap into that positive emotional response.
How can we engage parents in the Music for Young Children program? I think the most important thing to do is to have an open line of communication and keep it regular. I like a weekly update that tells parents what's going to be happening in the class, how excited I am to be teaching their children that week. Maybe we're going to have a special game or activity. And when the parents come to class, I like to involve them. Make sure that they are not just there as note takers or pointers, they're also involved in the program from start to finish. When we're doing our warm-ups at the keyboard, I'll have the parents not just be the pointer, sometimes they're going to be the performer. So we'll do the switcheroo. After the parents have finished pointing for their children, then I'll have the children be the pointers for the parents and the parents get to play. It's kind of exciting. Even sometimes we'll switch around and have the parents teach a different child at the warm-up. That's a lot of fun too. And then when we're in the middle of the lesson and we're doing our games and activities, I always try to bring out something that's going to really spark the parents' interest as well as the students' interest. Do we need a volunteer? Of course we need a volunteer. Do we need someone to wear a special cape for a special game? Maybe a parent needs to wear a special hat or hold a special prop. And it's got to be part of the story, part of the activity, part of the game. Something that really gets everyone invested. They won't forget that. So parents, always involved in Music for Young Children. It's one of the most important things. And how can we engage our students? In Music for Young Children, I think it's important that the kids have something so memorable at the end of the lesson that they're taking home with them that they can't wait to come the next time. So when we have activities, just really hype it up. Maybe it's a game, maybe it's just a note learning activity, maybe it's introducing a new puppet, a new critter on the tin sheet. Have something really fantastic going on. Everybody should have a turn, everyone's excited, everyone's having fun. Honestly, I feel like a busker when I'm teaching, and I love that, it's so exciting. Always have a rabbit up your sleeve, something that you can pull out and say, aha, this is what we're going to be doing. I have Sometimes we'll have recitals in the middle of the year that are just for kids and just during their class, and I'll have a drop-off time. The parents really get to appreciate a little bit of time to themselves, and the kids get to perform for each other and maybe do some special activities. My practice incentives also are really engaging for the kids. I want to make sure that if we're going through a slump time, that I can pull something out that they're going to really, really enjoy, but the parents are going to enjoy too. That's not going to be too much work for anyone. And I'm always just inspired by the things that I find around me. For example, last year I had this big Shark Week practice because I found this ginormous stuffed shark at a thrift shop, and I hung him from my ceiling, and I invited all the kids to practice really hard, and after 1 week, just a 1 week practice incentive, everybody could earn a gummy shark and a shark bracelet after they did their practicing. And I said that one special student would be taking home that gigantic stuffed shark. Now it happens that one of my students had a very severe leg break accident that week, and she ended up taking home that shark because she really needed it, and everybody agreed. They were like, oh, we hope that she feels better soon. One of my other most favorite practice incentives to do with my students is called the Adopt a Stuffy program. What I'll do is I'll introduce my students to a big basket of stuffed animals. I'll have them all ready for them to look at and check out and maybe see which one they would love to take home. And then over a 4-week period, I'll have a practice chart and some very specific instructions for what they need to do to earn their check marks each week. At the end of the 4-week period, when all their check marks are there, they get to adopt one of my stuffed animals to take home. They love this incentive. It's so much fun. We give the animals names. I give them a special adoption certificate. It's very exciting. All of these stuffed animals I just pick up at thrift shops throughout the year, and then of course, I'm going to put them in the dryer and in the freezer to make sure that they're all sanitized and ready for them to take home. A lot of fun. It's Adopt a Stuffy. One of the other ways that I think that's working for me to keep my students engaged in their lessons, and the parents also, is to involve some local artists in our composition unit. As we're learning about composing and composing our own songs, I like to introduce my students to the music by someone that they may not have known about in our own area. And we learn about their music just a little bit in class each week. And then when it comes time to doing our recital for our compositions, I'll invite that artist to either perform live with us, or if we're doing a virtual concert, it's even easier to have someone zoom in and do a little performance for my students. I find that that's a really, really great way to make kids understand that songwriting is real and it's here and it's now, and the songs that they're writing are important. They get very excited. It's fun.
This is Anna. Anna is in my Sunshine 1 class this year. She started in September. Anna was hesitant and a little nervous to start our classes, and she kept asking her mom, "Is it time to go now? Is it time to go now?" But after 15 or 20 minutes of the class, she turned to her mom and she said, "Do I get to come here next week? I like this place." That's engagement. That's definitely having fun. Her mom was impressed, and her mom loved it too. Anna's mom, Colette, was one of my students when she was a little girl. In fact, Colette actually taught my classes for me when I had my children. And then when Colette went to university in Ottawa, she worked for Music for Young Children for a couple of summers. She just loves the MYC program. So, as you can see, Music for Young Children has meant so much to me over the years, and I have absolutely loved teaching it. Engagement, retention, and just a lifetime of fun. What a great job. I'm so lucky.